Yo, what is going on, guys? It is SSX Deuces, and I normally don't. I usually say this every video. I'm doing a new type of thing, but this is really the first time doing something. I'm actually gonna review a game, and not necessarily a game, because this is just the beta, but I wanted to just touch a few things on this game, The Division, and this is the only Tom Clancy game I've been hyped over in the past couple of years. Ever since probably Rainbow Six Vegas 1, I was really hyped for that one when I was a kid for some reason, and it did turn out to be amazing. And it was free games with gold on Xbox before I sold it, so it's something that's a little fun fact. But let's get into this game, and man, it is so much fun. It blew away my expectations, to be 100% honest with you guys. So basically what it is New York was hit by a huge virus. It hit on Black Friday, so it's usually called the money virus. Very comical, but I mean it's kind of depressing too if you think about it. So, yeah. So we're playing in New York City after this has happened, and there's people like even when you start the game, you can just walk around. You see body bags. New York, like if you know what New York looks like now, it's one of the most overpopulated, ridiculous amount of people. Just overpopulated should just suffice. But just seeing like barely people on the streets, it covered in so much snow that it's just dead bodies and snow. It's covered in more dead bodies than snow, I think. But just very depressing, gloomy-ish. And then you're a part of the Division, obviously, in the name of the game, and you go around doing stuff in an RNG type format for this game, which I really like, and it's implemented pretty solidly. It kind of reminds me of a lot of people are calling it this, Ubisoft's Destiny. And I'm a former Destiny player. If you guys didn't know, I have like maybe like 2 to 3, probably a little bit more Destiny videos on my channel. I used to play lots of Destiny, and Year 2 ruined it for me. So the fact that this game is extremely fun and very similar to the original Destiny format gets me really excited, because I hate Year 2 of Destiny, and I'm really looking for something I can just embed lots of time, have some good time with my friends, and just play. But now into the actual review. We're going to review some of the gameplay of this game. Basically, it plays like I want to say like 90% Last of Us, 5% Gears of War, and then 5% originality. Now 90% Last of Us is because this game is all cover-to-cover system. You aim like Last of Us. It's like a third-person thing. You can even switch the aims with the left trigger, like to peer over your left and right shoulder. It plays so similar to Last of Us. Like if you're a Last of Us fan and you wish it had PvE, this is the game for you. Now, the 5% Gears of War basically comes from the fact that the way you dodge is just the fact that you do this little back dive or a little back, you do like a little somersault, and also there's dudes with flamethrowers that you can blow off the tanks on their back, and they blow up completely, just like Gears. And then 5% originality because the cover-to-cover system, like you just saw on the screen, there was a little X there. You can hold down X, like if you're hiding behind something, you can aim at another wall, hold down X, and your guy will like do a little roadie run over there. So yeah, probably like 60% Gears and 4% originality. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. The beta only includes 2 missions, but I played through the missions multiple times, and I still found them extremely fun and versatile. Great tactical plays. There will be moments when you will have to help your teammates evacuate certain things. Like in one of the missions, you have to cover a teammate while he moves a power brick into the certain generator. And I found that really fun, especially one of the times I was the one holding the brick. And when you have the brick, all you can do is use a pistol. And it's just very intense because lots of people come out, especially the dudes with the baseball bats and little shielding axes. Like if they come out at you, you can't really roll away with the brick. You'll like drop it, which isn't that big of a deal, but generally you just want to like speed run it up there. And then there's another mission where you go into a legit basketball stadium, to rescue a doctor, and it's just mayhem, nice little waves of enemies. I'm pretty sure it might get a little bit repetitive in the actual game, but it's extremely fun for the beta, and I played it about 6 times each mission. So I wasn't bored any of the times, even though I already knew what was going to happen. So it's a very invigorating game, I would say. Um, what else can I touch on? The missions. The side content is okay. It's generally, I'd say do the side content for looting purposes, just to find good loot locations, and also get yourself some little XP here and there. Other than that, I'm just gonna talk about the big area, basically the GTA of the whole game, the Dark Zone, which is what I'm in this whole time in the video. The Dark Zone is where the infection hit the hardest, so it is a place that is completely under martial law. Now, what does this all mean? You can do whatever the living fuck you want. Now, I've seen a lot of people play this game very PvE style, like I normally do. Go around, look for Dark Zone AIs, kill them, get my Dark Zone rank up, get some Dark Zone cash. That way I can use the Dark Zone shop or Dark Zone vendor, whichever you would like to call it. But you can play this a completely different way, since this is the only PvP in the game. And I've seen lots of kids already make raid groups and just raiders. And basically what they do is they go rogue extremely often and generally attack the evacuation zones, because in order to get loot out of the darkness zone or dark zone, you have to evacuate it through one of the, I think there was only 3 in the beta, there might be more, but in one of the evacuation zones you have to wait for it to arrive, go to where they drop down the string, latch on your loot, and then you're all good. But in that meantime, you can get legitimately destroyed and mugged of your goods and valuables. So it is very intense. Generally play this game very safe, and the raider squadrons generally would just camp the evacuation zones, murder you, and take your loot, which is honestly, I mean, I personally don't like it because I'm just not a douchebag, but I mean, it's a fairly decent way to get your loot. I mean, yeah, you get the loot other people worked hard for, and you just take their work because you killed them as a raider faction. But there's a lot of things I don't like. Like, if you accidentally shoot another player, you can still go rogue. And going rogue in this game basically means you're basically a bounty. Like, anybody in the Dark Zone can kill you, and they will have no repercussions, because you're technically a bad guy if you've gone rogue. That's why generally being a lone raider is not a very valid option. That's why you will see more raider groups than anything. But I think it's still a cool system, how you can go rogue and just murder people, and then hide for about a minute and a half, and then go and turn in the loot you stole from whoever you killed. It's a very valid option to do your stuff on this game. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else big on the beta. Very good weapon selection, runs on about the same exclusive the rarity system as Destiny. You know, yellow are exotics, purple are legendaries. I really can't. They're called different stuff in this game, but I mean, we already know it's the same shit for almost each and every fucking RPG game. Rarity system is, I think, yeah, and that about wraps up my review for the Division game. Very solid game. I'm really looking forward to the full release. Anyways, this has been SSX Deuces, and I will talk to you guys next time.